up? This is Evan.
Eugene here.
And welcome to Journey to a Million. All right, this is a show that where we are documenting our entire journey to $1 million business. We're going to share with you all the strategies, the step by step, just pull back the curtains and just show you everything that we are doing to go from 6 to 7 figures. Okay, today's a very special episode because episode number 2. I think it's a really good episode to kind of also kickstart 2021. Okay, so what are we talking about today, bro?
Best business models to get started with in 2021, guys.
Exactly. Okay, I think it's a good, topic to go over because a lot of you guys, probably your New Year's resolution or New Year's goal is to start an online business. Okay, so this is going to be good because we're going to go over the best business models, the ones that are the most profitable in our opinion in 2021, and also go over different criterias of a good business model and also share with you guys some of our experiences because we've tried a bunch of different business models before, like our experiences with other business models and why they aren't necessarily the best. Okay, so before I dive into it, if you guys don't know who we are 6-figure online business owners, and what we do is we help online marketers get more leads, get more sales, and overall build the business and life that they want. All right, so if you guys like tips, like this one, like this episode, tips where we go over, we're gonna dive deep into different strategies that we've used in the past to go to 6 figures.
For sure.
The strategies that we're using to go to 7 figures. So if you want to, if you guys like things like this, then make sure you follow us and check out Journey to a Million. Okay, so there's this one very important concept that we need you guys to understand before we dive into the 5 criterias. And this is the concept that we learned from our mentor, who I think he learned from his mentor. So, but anyways, it's a concept called the profit activator. Okay, and if you guys know what a profit activator is, it's just like the way that you can make more money as a business. All right, so the first profit activator is very, very, very obvious. So is the ability to get more customers. So if you're able to get more customers for your business, guess what? You can make more profits. All right, very straightforward. So Eugene, what's the next two?
So next one is important to be able to do repeated business with your existing customers. Okay, and what I mean by that is you should be able to continue to sell to your existing customers and they continue to buy from you. Very, very simple. All right, example would be when you're offering some sort of a monthly subscription type of product where they continue to pay us for the product or services, right? That means we are doing repeated business and your business is repeatable with your existing customers. That's how you're going to be able to continue to stay profitable, right? Especially when you already have a group of loyal existing customers, right? And then the other one I think is very, very important is that you should be able to sell high tickets. And that was, I would say, the mistake that we made in the beginning because we tend to just focus more on selling a lot of the low ticket or product at the lower price point. And, we end up have to be playing the volume game where we're trying to be selling to a lot of customers. Okay, but with the high ticket though, when you're working with a much higher margin, obviously it will be much easier, especially for beginners actually, because you don't need as many customers, all right, in the beginning, but at the same time to be able to hit that revenue goal or the income goal that you set for yourself.
Exactly. Very, very important. And I think like following these 3 profit activators was what allowed us to scale to 6 figures with only like 88. I think we only had like 88 customers. I remember I counted it.
Less than 100 for sure.
Yeah, less than 100 customers, and we've been able to do that all within our first year of starting that business. Okay, so it's really because of these 3 profit activators. So very important concept, and we want our business model that we choose to have all 3 of these profit activators. Okay, so now the next 2 criteria. So I said there's 5 criteria. Those 3 took up 3 of them. The next 2 is number 1, location independent. Very important because we're starting an online business most likely because we want to make money, But at the same time, we want to be able to, do the things that we love. And one of the things that a lot of people love to do is travel, right? So maybe you want to move to Bali. Maybe you want to move to Hawaii. I don't know. You want to move somewhere, or you want to go there for a weekend. Like, we want to make sure our business model allows us to do that. Okay, if you have a brick and mortar business, guess what? Like, you're gonna be stuck in that location forever. All right, because you need to take care of that store or that brick and mortar, whatever, like that store. Okay, so very important to have to make it location independent. All right, and also because it's online, like that's the power of doing it online. That's the purpose of building an online business, is because it's location independent. You can do it anywhere. Like Eugene and I, we can take our laptop, we can go to Canada, we can go to the States, we go to Japan, we go to anywhere, and as long as there's Wi-Fi, we're good to go.
That time freedom, and then that type of freedom that people are actually seeking.
Exactly. Okay, so that's the fourth one, and the last one is low overhead. Okay, I don't want, like, especially if you're just starting off, like, I don't want to have to put in like tens and thousands of dollars to get things going. Like, I remember I saw some like statistic, like it takes like I think it takes like $1 million to start a McDonald's franchise, something like that, something crazy like that, right? I don't want to pay him like hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars to start a business. Okay, I want to be able to start a business as lean as possible, and then start making money from it, and then afterwards use that money to reinvest and build and scale with other business models, right? So very important, I think, is low overhead. For most of you guys, I think that would be a good start, especially if you're just a little bit newer to the entrepreneur space.
Yep.
So those are the 5 criterias. All right. So before we jump into the 4 business models, let's dive into quickly some of the businesses that we've tried in the past that are quite popular, right? Business models for people to get started with that actually doesn't fulfill these 5 criterias, and therefore aren't necessarily the best business, like aren't necessarily really good business models to get started with, in our opinion. Okay, so the first one I remember that we did was Amazon FBA. That was one that we kind of got us going in the beginning.
Everyone was talking about.
Everyone was talking about it. Amazon FBA, e-commerce, like, super popular. Amazon's like on fire, so much opportunity, and we hopped on the train, right? The Amazon FBA train, and I'm not saying it's not profitable. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but it's not as good as advertised. Okay, so first of all, it doesn't fulfill the 5 criteria. Okay, yes, it's location independent, but number one, it's not very low overhead. I mean, technically, you can start with a couple $100, but you're gonna have to reinvest a lot of money over and over and over again to get like enough inventory to really get the business going. Okay, and sometimes if your product is a little bit more expensive, like it can cost thousands of dollars just to get the business going.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to not invest in your product inventory like at first in order to get started.
Yeah, exactly. So that's like much higher overhead cost than some of the business models that we'll share with you guys in just a sec.
Yep.
That's number one, and I think number 2 is that the frustrating thing was it was low margin and it was low ticket. So typically on Amazon, you're not gonna buy like $1,000 product on Amazon. Okay, it just doesn't happen, right? Unless it's like something really big or whatnot. Like usually you're gonna sell products that are $20 to $100, right? And with the Amazon fees, with the cost of the product, with logistics and everything, like you're probably only left with like 15 to 20 to 30% margins, and that sucks because you're not gonna be making that much money. I remember the product that we were selling was a calendar
on the fridge.
Yes. Right? It's called Designerize, right? That's the name of our brand, and it was $20, and I think we made like $2 to $4 for every single sale that we made. Okay, and that's just like, oh my goodness, you guys sell so high volumes to hit your income goals. And I'm not saying you can't sell high volumes, but it's a lot more difficult.
For sure.
You gotta drive more traffic. You gotta get more people to eyeballs to look at your stuff. It takes a little bit longer, in my opinion, right? So, and also it's low margins, right? You're not making that much money. So, like I said, like like of all those factors combined, it just wasn't like an ideal business model to get things started with. So that was the first one, Amazon FBA. Like, what was like the other ones?
Okay, since you talked about an online
Yeah.
business, I would talk about our experience with working with an offline business.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So back then when we first started, we had tried a lot of different businesses. One of them was the very traditional product sourcing and product trading, where we were, actively looking for suppliers. We would try to source different products from other countries and then bring it to Hong Kong and then sell it in different retail stores. Okay, and right away, okay, if we go back to the criterias, okay, first of all, we're having a hard time reaching out to more customers.
Yeah.
Because a lot of time our role back then was basically more a person in the middle,
Yeah.
kind of like an agency. So a lot of things were being controlled by the buyers or the retailers, okay, because we don't sell directly to the customers, okay, and other thing was that because we were working with really low margin. You were talking about what, like for the Amazon, that was
15,
like 15.
30%.
I was lower than that for sure.
1, 2, 3%.
Like, and it's really funny because like when you're working on the math, it seems, oh, you know what, all I need to is just sell it to like 1,000 or like 10,000 customers, and I'll be able to make a lot of money. Like, it's easy when you do the math, but in reality, of course, if you can't get that traffic going, all right, or people are not buying it, you know what, it's really hard to keep that business profitable if you can't even hit those numbers, right? So, like, we're working with really low margin, and the fact that it wasn't even online, it was offline. So a lot of things we have to manually, going back and forth, like checking and making sure that this is something that people actually are okay with it, and they might start. And again, like, we also have to invest. I would have to put up some upfront capital, right, in the product inventory, because a lot of times that when people, especially for new product, people, they want to just test out first to see how the market responds, and a lot of time we have to be willing to invest amount of money to actually get the inventory of the product ready, so that to give it out as for advertising purposes, or maybe just give it out for them for a trial, right? And hey, back then we didn't have a lot of money to work with, and I'm sure a lot of people, when you're looking to start an online business, you're not looking to be putting out that much money, right, at first. So right there, that was like what, out of the 5, I would say like 4.
Yeah.
Like,
Not
like it was X.
Big X.
Big
Yeah,
X.
it really
So,
sucked. I remember.
yeah.
Like, okay, so definitely something that I would never go back to ever again. Yeah, very bad experience. Okay, so that was the second one. I think there's one more, also very similar. They're both in, like, selling physical goods, and the last one that we did was drop shipping.
Yep.
Right? And you were very involved in that. I kind of helped you a little bit, but I think drop shipping, the problem with that is, yes, you don't have to build inventory, and a lot of people talk about drop shipping, but you gotta pay ads, which is not fun, and the margins aren't super high once again. So try to run, like, it's actually very difficult to try to run ads with low margins, especially with ad costs rising in 2021. Is going to continue to rise. Like, it's not easy to do it.
And you gotta make sure the ads are converting too. So.
Exactly. So once again, that's money that you can pay, and you might not make that much back initially. And once again, like, we don't want to have high capital up front, and also we want to be able to sell higher ticket. And with these dropshipping products, it's just not going to be $1,000, $500, or $200, $300, $400. Okay.
Yep.
So with those experiences, we learned, and that's how we discover these 5 criterias, is through the things that all the mistakes that we made and all the bad experiences that we had.
Valuable lessons that we're sharing to you guys right
Exactly.
now. So.
And that's why, that's what I said, that's the purpose of the Journey to a Million, is to not only share with you guys what we're doing, but also share with you guys what not to do, what we've done that wasn't that good. Okay? So those are a couple business models, those are criterias. So let's get into like the good stuff, which is the 4 business models that online business models that are most profitable, and what we recommend people get started with in 2021. The first business model is to sell a digital course.
Yep.
All right. Very profitable. First of all, digital courses, like, it fits all 5 criterias very easily. You can get more customers, you can do repeat customers, and also you can sell high ticket prices, very high ticket prices sometimes. It's ridiculous sometimes, like how much these courses are. Some of them might be a ripoff. I'm not gonna lie, there are bad courses out there, but the good ones are like, we've bought bad ones, but at the same time, we've bought really good ones, and it has definitely changed our lives. And I'm willing to pay high prices for courses like those. Okay, like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 sometimes. All right, so definitely you can sell high prices, and also location independent because it's online and it's low overhead. It's very low overhead. Like there's not much cost involved with starting a course.
Well, you're just basically more investing your time.
Exactly.
Right, but unlike physical product where you're actually putting money up front first, to pay for that inventory, and you're not even sure whether they're actually going to sell or not. I think that is the biggest struggle for a lot of people too, and it's scary too when you're putting so much money in a product that you haven't proven to be whether it's going to be selling or not. So
exactly. So definitely, I would say that is probably selling courses. Like if you have like an expertise, if you have some sort of knowledge to share, highly recommend you go this route of starting a course and selling that. Definitely very profitable.
Yes.
So that's the first one. Second one, okay, also related with the e-learning industry, also booming, and especially with like the situation right now with the pandemic. I think like selling a course is very good because people have time. They're working from home. They're mostly at home, and they want to be able to consume content and what's the better way to learn something at home. The best way is going to be having it some sort of digital course. The second way is also kind of related to that, which is online coaching. Okay, I'm not saying one-on-one coaching where you're like sitting on a Zoom call or phone call and coaching them one-on-one. Like that's not super scalable, and you could make a lot of money from it, but it's not scalable. The way we're talking about is like group coaching, one-to-many coaching. That is definitely a very profitable business model, and that's something that Eugene and I we've been doing over the past couple months. Something that we're getting into, and something that we're gonna really focus on in 2021 in order to scale our business to 7 figures.
Yeah, and I mean, in terms of again back one of the criteria is again like low overhead. Like what do you need to actually get started? You need software like Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom.
Right, and you can just start it with a free account, right? And with the laptop, all of them have a built-in webcam and everything, making sure you can see your pretty face. Those are easy. And then nowadays there's just so many different softwares and so many different platforms that allows you to be able to provide that coaching service with that interaction with your audience, right? And then for those of you who are familiar with our business and the way we communicate mainly with our audience, we focus a lot on Facebook, right? For example, Facebook group, because that is how we get our people engaged, and that's how we mainly do a lot of the communication with them, right? And a lot of times, we talk about for digital courses too, right? Nowadays, like a lot of them like include this coaching element, because that's what people find it most valuable. Especially, it's not like like they try to figure it out by themselves or do it by themselves. It's really more, hey, we do it together, and that's where you need coaches or mentors like ourselves to guide you to do that, and that is also part of coaching too, right? So
exactly. So you can definitely mix the two together, the course and the coaching, and combine it and turn it into a program and sell that, and it fits all 5 criteria. But yeah, coaching definitely something that I think that's also very fulfilling. So yeah, if you have some sort of expertise, knowledge, if you already have a coaching business but it's offline, taking it online can definitely help you scale and hit those 5 criterias. Okay, so definitely recommend coaching. It's fun. It's actually pretty fun, like helping people get results and
rewarding.
It's a very rewarding business model as well. So that's number 2. Okay, number 3. This is something that I think is very popular because of like the situation that's going on right now with the pandemic and everything, and like definitely in 2021 it's gonna. I mean, the pandemic is still here as I'm recording this. It's still like everybody's still in lockdown, especially here in Hong Kong. And I know I just from reading the news, everybody else is still locked down, working from
probably
home.
Still gonna be around for quite a while.
Yeah, at least for 2021. And I think this business model really capitalizes very well on it, and that is virtual events and virtual masterminds. right? Because of course, obviously, you can't have real life events and live masterminds. So, but at the same time, people want to network, right? People want to talk to each other. People want to connect with each other, and the best way is to have some sort of virtual event. And you see a lot of people running virtual events, and some of them are charging very crazy prices, you know, because depending on what your niche is, you can charge those prices.
Yeah, I think that's something where it really gives you that very valuable experience because I mean, just speaking from like for ourselves, we actually flew all the way to the States to attend our very first mastermind. So back then, that was before the pandemic, and obviously it was a great experience because we had that interaction that we always wanted with like-minded people, right? In that niche that we're in, and that's the thing, right? Because no matter what happens, whether you are doing online business and you don't have to physically go into another place in order to work, right? You can just stay at home, work from home. Human beings need that interaction, and with virtual events and mastermind that allows you to do that, and it makes it even easier, right? It's not restricted to a physical location because a lot of times before we were trying to do these things, a lot of times it's not because of the price or anything. It's maybe like the places or the venues are not available, and that causes a restriction, right? But with the online, it still be able to give you that same experience where you'll be able to do a lot of networking, and also helps expand your business. But at the same time, you do it with so much ease. And I mean, even let's say afterwards, when the situation gets better, okay, people are coming back out to do more physical in-person type of events, but this is not going to disappear. It's going to continue to do because of this convenience and the fact that it was so easy for us to connect with everyone around the world globally. So
yeah, exactly. I think so definitely you can get more customers because it's virtual. You can sell to a lot of people. It's not like restricted to a specific venue. Low overhead for sure, because you're not renting out a place. I think number two is it's you can get repeat customers. Like those people, you build so much know, like, and trust, like just attending that event because it's such an experience that not a lot of other people can just deliver. So like you can build out know, like, and trust there, and then you can sell them on other things afterwards. So they'll turn into very loyal buyers. And then also you can sell high ticket for sure, like I just said, depending on what your niche is. But you can definitely sell high ticket for virtual events, and it's location independent, right? So super awesome. So that's why I think, especially like I said, 2021, the pandemic is not going anywhere yet. Like definitely still gonna be a ton of opportunity to host virtual events. All right. So that's the third business model. The last one, okay. So I think the first three, they're good business models, but at the same time, if you're a beginner, it might not be a business model that is like someone can just get started with as a beginner. You know what I mean? Because like you need to have some sort of knowledge, you need to have some sort of expertise, you might need to have some more experience. So if you're a brand new beginner looking to start an online business, you want to have all 5 of those criterias. Okay, the best business model, hands down, this is the business model we used initially to hit that first 10K month and to scale to 6 figures. Okay, and this is high ticket affiliate marketing. Okay, very important to have the high ticket. It's not just regular affiliate marketing. If you guys don't know what affiliate marketing is, you're just selling other people's products. But why we want to put the high ticket there? Because we want to not just sell other people's products, but we want to sell other people's products that are high ticket products that are $1,000 or more. That'll pay us $500 or more. Okay, very important stuff, because like if it's low ticket affiliate marketing, then it's just gonna be the same as like drop shipping, Amazon FBA, where it's low ticket, low margin, and it's gonna be hard to scale your income that way. But if it's high ticket affiliate marketing, then not only number one is beginner friendly, because you're not selling your own product, you're not creating your own product, you're not making your own offer, you're selling offers that are proven to convert, right? And then also, if it's high ticket, then you're selling products like every single sale you can make $500 or $1,000 or $2,000, and it's gonna be a lot easier for you to scale your income that way, and there's a lot less headaches.
I mean, it of course like depends on what program or what product you're promoting,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because there are lots of choices,
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of options, and just make sure that you are picking one that are of high quality, right? And if you're able to do so, then it is very, very, I would say affiliate marketing, high ticket affiliate marketing is very beginner friendly because this business model itself is a very highly leveraged model, and this is something that we've been telling people like
Mm-hmm.
since day one. We have a lot of people, including ourselves, right? Remember the four business model we were talking about.
Yeah.
The first three is a little bit harder to begin with because it takes time.
Yeah.
But ultimately, that's what we want to get to, right? And this is what we do, right? We branch out of affiliate marketing and also start with our own little courses and things like that. But we have people, while they work, taking that time to work on that, that's where they started with affiliate marketing, selling other people's product. And when you're doing that, like just how everyone's talking about, you are leveraging the creators or the other people's expertise, their knowledge, their time that they put in to create that course. Right? You don't have to do it yourself. And the thing is, with the resources that is provided by you, and you don't necessarily have to create those resources, those are different resources you can use to help convert your leads into potential buys and ultimately into sales, right? So that is something where is a very, very highly leveraged business that it would be easy for lots of beginners to start with. Okay, of course, then you have to do it properly. So
yeah, so that's what we recommend if you're a brand new beginner, like totally like new, don't know anything about business, entrepreneurship, and all that. Definitely, like Eugene said, it's kind of like you're learning to become an entrepreneur. You're developing the high income skills, but at the same time, you can make money like while you're growing.
yeah, it's like what's it called? Like that. It's a really good first step.
Yeah, the first step.
To help you get started in this online business journey.
Exactly. Okay, so the four businesses, let's just recap real quick. Selling a digital course, group coaching, virtual events and virtual masterminds, and last one is high ticket affiliate marketing.
Yep.
All right, these are the four business models that we recommend in 2021. And this is episode number 2 for Journey to a Million. Hope you guys got value. If you guys did, make sure you smash the like button and also follow us because we're going to be continuing to drop awesome, valuable tips, tricks, advice for online marketers in this Journey to a Million talk show. All right? So, guys, man, if you guys want to learn more about affiliate marketing, online business, what we can do, just follow us a little bit more, want more content, more value from us, definitely join our Facebook group, The Affiliate Family. Link is going to be somewhere above or down below, or just search The Affiliate Family in Facebook, and I'm sure you'll be able to find it. All right? So this is episode number 2. Let me know what your thoughts are on these businesses. Which one do you think you can start in 2021? Let me know down in the comments below. Love to know. And if you have any questions, drop it down below as well, and I will definitely try my best to get to them. All right? So keep crushing it. Keep hustling, and I'll see you guys on episode 3. Bye-bye.